What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Twisted Youngins, the most unorthodox show on the globe. I am one of your hosts, Myra B. King.
And it's your boy Mojo in the building. We have a special guest with us today, sir. Let the people know who you are.
How y'all doing? My name is Austin McClelland. I go by the real Austin. Right now, they have allowed me to come on a platform just to spread a little, I say my testimony about how God brought me from one place to another.
Man, that's dope. I can't wait for us to get into that. And the real Austin, he just joined us live. Just gave us some time after church. And that's great, man. Hey, that's great. And thing is, about churches, I'm still in the process trying to find a good church. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not to spend too much time on it, but it's difficult, like when you're in the Bible and you see what's going on in the world and the true word and you have that discernment, and you got a lot of pastors who don't really touch on certain things. They gloss over certain things. They're afraid to say what's going on, what you shouldn't do, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be celebrating. And it's hard to find that now. It's like a lot of them are like
they're cookie cutter
preachers making people feel good just so they can, I don't know, but I ain't gonna go into that. But long story short, you know what I mean.
We spoke about it earlier. They might as well be motivational
speakers
speakers at this point. They're not preaching the word.
What's going on in the world? What should we be looking for? What should we be getting prepared for? Just like certain things. So, but again, they are human.
The church you going to? What kind of church is it? Non-denominational, Baptist, apostolic? What it is?
Basically, it's an apostolic powerful. It's powerful apostolic. We biblical based. Everything out the Bible, we will preach everything out the Bible, literally. And it's revelation. It's a blessed church.
That's great. Okay. All right. So where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Meridian, Mississippi. That's where I grew up at. I just moved down here to Atlanta in July.
Okay, cool. How was it growing up out there in Mississippi?
Well, Mississippi, man, I tell you the truth. Let's just say it's a progress. It's a working state. They doesn't have the best of everything. It's not a lot of opportunities out there, but there's a lot of talented people out there. A lot of talented people who, I'm telling you, if you see them, you'd be like, wow, what made you stay here? The mindset, a lot of things. They got a lot of talent, but Mississippi is a place that, it'll put a lid on you.
Were you born in the church? Well, raised up in the church, or?
Not necessarily. Just out of one day, my parents, they went to a church that was on the hill from our house. I didn't know what type of church it was. I didn't know nothing about Baptist or apostolic or anything like that. I just knew there was a guy. That's what my mama told me. So I just ended up going to a church that was on the hill. I still didn't know anything about it. I just went, and I thought that's just what God was, through a church. My plan in my mind, from where I grew up at, I wanted to grow up, become successful. I wanted to have a lot of girls. I wanted to have sex. I just wanted to enjoy life. I wanted to, whatever I seen on TV, that's what I wanted to do. My mind was focused on doing that. That's what I wanted for myself. But it was like I was never drawn to that. I was so drawn to the supernatural, but I didn't know what the supernatural was, but I was drawn to it at an early age. But my mindset was upon secular in the world. That's what my mind was upon. So basically, before, I knew about God, I knew about all that. I understood it 100%. But my mind, my body, where it was, I still wanted to do what I wanted to do.
So you were lukewarm, basically.
Lukewarm, man. I was all in the warm.
Well, what does that mean? What's all in the warm?
You mean? Oh no, look, I'm not talking about a sexual type of thing, but I'm just saying
I'm talking about all in the warm. Period. Was it smoking, drinking, clubbing, like?
Yes. Well, I didn't do no drinking. I did. I drunk before. I smoked weed. But I wasn't addicted. It wasn't a thing. I think I smoked weed twice. I drunk once. Hennessy once time. I went to this my cousin brother. It was a party that was having, and I went in there, and everybody. Now I don't usually drink or smoke. I'm just there. I'm just lukewarm, trying to have a good time. And he said, "You want to have a good time? You might as well do this and do that." So I said, okay, then. First I said no. I said, okay, then. I began to get enticed, and I began to make a decision to drink and to smoke. That's when I began to do that. And man, after that, I said I'd never do it again.
Now,
the conviction crazy.
Now, were you, I'm pretty sure, at this time you were younger, so obviously I'm pretty sure you were fornicating, correct?
100%.
Okay. Did you ever have any issues with porn and masturbation or anything like that?
Oh, 100%. Let me tell you right now, porn, it affected my mindset. It affected my mindset. The way I looked at women, it was totally, I'm telling you, it messed up my mind, because the way I looked at women, I did not understand. I looked at them as like it was sex. It was sex. Basically, it was just, if I seen you, and some of it don't even have to be attractive. Sometimes it can just be your body. It'd be attractive. I have dominating thoughts. I'm like, why as I'm thinking about this, I don't want to even think about this. But it'd be something that is like controlling my life. It was a very tough battle, a tough thing. Yes, I did.
What made you come up out of this battle, or what brought you through the battle, I should say?
It was tough. It was a really, really tough thing. It was me. You gotta want to be delivered. When I say you gotta want to be delivered, you gotta take precaution on what you see. It took me from unfollowing certain people on what I seen on the internet. It took me, because you don't really pay attention to it until like it really happened. It took me a time. It was like, is this triggering it? Because I remember sometimes it'd be what I see. It'll take me back. My mindset, you get to thinking, especially if you see it a long time. You get to seeing it every time, your mind get to wondering. And so one thing that helped me out was watching certain people on YouTube that allowed me to say, hey, listen, do this. And I took some of their information, and it was basically through prayer. Prayer was the main thing. Listening to people help, but prayer drove me out of it. It wasn't people, it was prayer. It was my quality time with the Father, being truthful and honest, not hiding it, not saying I'm not going through it, not saying that. You got to be honest. You got to be transparent. The Bible says the truth shall set you free. Many people are not getting set free because they're not telling the truth. Everyone trying to act like they are right when everybody's not all right. You got to be set free by the truth. I can't sit here and lie to you and tell you this ain't what I'm struggling with, this ain't what I'm going through. Well, in reality, in the dark, I am. You see what I'm saying? It was through the prayer that drove me out, really.
So through prayer, it drove you out, which is great, by the way. Congratulations on that. A lot of people are still bound to that, enchained with that, you know what I mean? And then you don't have a lot of people feeling comfortable speaking out about that, but it's only through testimony that people will know that, hey, this is wrong. This is how I can get through it like this. You know what I mean? This is how this person done it, you know what I mean? And pray and strengthen my relationship with God, things of that nature. So congratulations with that, because men and women deal with that, not just men, but women too. You know, I used to watch it too, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I want to talk about also, like, switching gears a bit. The TikTok video you did about when you took the screenshot and you saw the demon behind you. You know what I mean? Like, that was weird. You know, just it was weird. It was chillful, scary. You know what I mean? I can't even imagine looking at a picture and seeing that. Could you walk us through that night again?
Wow, man, this is it was an unusual night. So, I was talking to my ex, right? I was in sin. I was talking to my ex. And out of nowhere, I got on FaceTime with her that night. Just got on FaceTime with her. We just talking, having a good time, enjoying myself, laughing. I lay down on the bed, and I'm finna get ready to, take a screenshot. I'm like, hey, I'm finna take a screenshot. I ain't tell her that, I'm just taking a screenshot, just keeping my camera roll. Out of nowhere, I didn't even really think to check it, but I just ended up going to my camera roll and checking it. And I'm looking, I say, what is this behind me? Asked myself, I said, what is this behind me? What is this thing behind me? And I jumped up out my bed, like jumped up, and I began to talk. And the girl that was on the phone, she began to get scared. She said, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. She hung up on me. I got up, scared out my mind. I go in my room. I'm still feeling that right now. I go in my mama room. I knock on the door, say, hey, mom. Hey, dad. My dad was asleep. And my mom's like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, you got to take a look at this. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. My mom see the picture. She say, let's go ahead and pray. Let's go pray. We walk in the room. I guarantee you, as soon as we walk in the room, we feel chills from our head back, spine, all the way down our feet, like chills. I'm like, Mom, do you feel it? She's like, yes, I feel that. And we begin to pray. She'll begin to anoint the house, begin to pray. And it's like a whole shift was happening in that room. We began to go into war. A whole shift happened. And out of nowhere, it's like, boom, the chills left. It was crazy. And many to this day don't believe me. I mean, many to
you come to the right place.
Yeah, why
brother.
do you think that entity came to visit you?
Sin invite that. Especially when the Lord have a calling on your life and you dwelling in sin, not falling sin, but you dwelling in it, you living in it, and you giving legal access to allow any spirit to come into you. That was one of the main reasons why the spirits come. They come to defeat your destiny. When they see you got a destiny on your life, a great calling of God, guess what they're going to come and do? They're going to come try to destroy it. And one of the main things, the enemy, he always overplay his part sometimes. He always overplay his part sometimes. When he overplay his part, see what he did, he scared me into going back to God. He didn't scare me into running away from God. He scared me into going back to God.
How long have you been saved?
You mean with backsliding or just like say what you mean?
Backsliding.
Since 2020 July.
Gotcha.
Good. That's good. Congratulations.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it, brother. Like I said, I got baptized in June. I haven't backslid far as smoking or anything like that or fornicating, but I have backslid far as my thoughts, my iniquities. At some point in time, obviously, I'm just like you. One thing I will say for men and women, what I will say, especially somebody like me, I'm active on Instagram a lot. And Mark Zuckerberg be on, he be on that stuff, but I do want to give a special shout out to the brother for giving me the non-interested button. Because now I scroll down my timeline, I see certain things I'm not interested. Get certain DMs, which I'm saying, I block women, I'm saying, I block them. I'm not interested, things of that nature. Because like David said, I got to train my eyes, I'm saying, I got to steer clear of that sin because they ain't going to do nothing but bring me right back where I came from. And I'm only, I'm saying, you're only a step or two away from jumping right back where you came from.
Right.
It's a daily battle,
Prayer. Prayer is your tool. I can watch, like I told you, I can watch as many videos as I want. But prayer is your tool. You got to get deep in prayer. And when I say deep, and this is for me, you know what I'm saying? There's some people who can pray, you know what I'm saying, about 15, 20, 30 minutes, boom. But for me, it's a deep thing. When you go deep into God, you get lost in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You get lost in the spirit. God begin to speak to you. God begin to talk to you. And another thing, fasting. I know many people don't think they're fasting, but fasting, it breaks your spirit. It go through something that is, I can't really explain it to you. It's like when you fast, your flesh become down and your spirit be up. So your have more control over your flesh. When your flesh have more control of your spirit, you're bound to fall in anything.
Yeah.
Yes, prayer.
How long do you normally fast for? Is it like 2 days, 3 days?
It can be from dawn to sundown. It can be from a day. The most I ever fasted was 3 days.
Okay. Do you celebrate the holidays?
No, what you mean holidays?
Christmas, Easter.
I don't celebrate the bunny, or I don't celebrate Santa Claus.
But you celebrate on December 25th, and
you getting a Christmas tree, brother?
Am I getting a Christmas? I don't get Christmas tree, but my family does.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to send you that Bible scripture about that Christmas tree out the wisdom of Solomon.
I guess the thing, those are pagan holidays. You know what I mean? Yes, Christmas and Easter, as well as majority of them are. You know what I mean? That's the sun god. That's Minerva. Easter, and with the bunny, all. You know what I mean?
Pagan worship.
You know what I mean? Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? They took Christ's holidays, took them away, and then the devil inserted his holidays. You know what I mean? But no, that was just something I wanted to ask.
Idolatry.
Do you know who we are in the Bible? Like where we are in the Bible? Like who we are as a people in the Bible?
Who we are as a people? Do you mean like the Israelites?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like the children of Israel, the Hebrews. Like the
now let me
not necessarily
not Hebrew Israelites.
Not Hebrew Israelites, you know what I mean? They have different values, but like, you know.
Well, I'm gonna be very specific on this situation. I'm gonna be very quick to the point.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain things I don't get into. All right. If you get what I'm trying to say, if certain things ain't specifically pinpoint stuff that's not important, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
I guess what's important, but what is important though is just like as far as history is like a lot of people know who they are, but a lot of Black people don't know who they are. We think we're all African American. We from 2 continents. How is that happening? You know, Black. We're just Black people. No, we don't. We're the only people who don't really know who we are. And that matters because for so long, we've been told that Jesus was white. You know what I mean? Like that, you know, this picture of this white God who that isn't Jesus at all. That's a whole nother backstory to that. You know what I mean? Of who made that picture. That's the picture that they placed in front of us. And we couldn't relate to that. So yes, it's important in ways to know that if you see someone who totally doesn't look like you and you like, well, where am I? Like, how does this apply to me? And you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Not saying it's going to just because this is you or somewhere in the Bible, you're going to be saved. You can still do what you want to do in your life. No, you got to have faith with works. You know what I mean? Regardless of who you know you are in the Bible, you still got to put that work in.
You love what you're doing and everything like that. So do you have any engagements going up in the future that we should know about?
As with a woman?
First of all, are you married?
No, I'm not married yet.
Okay. And you're not fornicating out here, correct?
What's up? By the grace of God.
All right. So likewise, brother. Likewise. All right. Now I meant like speaking engagements or anything like that. Cause you know, I believe
I have some coming up real soon. We haven't really worked out the details, but we have some coming up soon, me and someone.
Okay. Absolutely. And how for someone who for example who've never followed, you know, the Lord or whatever, and you're looking to introduce, you know, to make an impression, you know, just so, you know, God can do the growing, you know what I mean? Like what would you say to them? You know what I mean?
I start off with my testimony, myself.
Mm.
I take them through everything that I've been through first.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I can tell you about Christ, I want to show you what Christ did through me first.
Mm.
Okay.
It's easy for me to show you the word. People look at this for the first time like, man, I don't even know what you're talking about. You know, but he understands life. He going through life. So I'd rather show him my life, what Christ took me through, out of. That's how I start off doing it.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Brother.
And I like what you're doing, you know, with, you know, ministry. You know, that's great.
Absolutely.
Teaching people, teaching young kids, you know what I mean? That's what it's about. There's so many agendas being pushed.
Right. That's
the world is taking over. You know what I mean? The devil is out here working. He put work in, you know what I mean? And and that's why we do this, as I like what you're doing, you know what I mean? And it definitely helps because God is able to use people. You know, he don't want people, you know, he gives us a light for a reason and it's meant to shine, you know, so he could use us to reach and teach other people. So
yeah, thank
you for your time and keep doing what you're doing. And if we're ever around in your area, we would definitely come check out your church for sure.
Sounds great, man. I just want to say I'm honored to be on y'all's show. I'm grateful for you all. I thank you all. It's just a blessing. I thank God for y'all truly.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, man.